What's up guys, welcome to a new video. It's been a while since I've done one of these commentary videos and seeing how much you guys like them, here's another one for you. With around 20 hours left for season 7, we'll talk about this past season, what was good, what was bad, and we'll also talk about the new season that is entitled Undercurrent. We'll talk about what to expect and what they should do better this time around. Not that it matters, but can you guess the title that was for season 7? I'll give you guys 5 seconds for a free serum. Okay, time's up. It's called Kaido Rising Conflict, or whatever that means. The featured operator skins were the Gallant Officer skins, which are kinda alright, but a better introduction was the operator section with your current character as your first operator and the second is named Wild Bear. From a design standpoint, this reminds us of Lost Light of old, where you were running around with tier 5 or tier 6 armor, all bulky and scary, but later on they changed it so that they could make more money on weapon skins because of FPP. Take note that if FPP wasn't a thing, I feel like we would still have visible armor right now. Continuing on, one update I found interesting and probably one of the highlights of this season is the introduction of Lions, a boss marauder that has godly aim. If you haven't faced this NPC in any of your games, it clearly shows that you don't play Akiyama much. Defeating this badass gives you a chance to craft the Pyter 8X scope. This is the thermal scope you can get from crafting this, and plus, you have more lore. We had our first wave of cheater bans, a whopping 40,906 accounts. Sheesh, get a life man. Here's this season's FAQ with the devs regards to the beta of ranked mode. Take note of these answers because they're not gonna mean shit later. Another highlight of the season was the introduction of more weapons with the execution passive ability, where when you knock down an enemy, they auto-execute right after. It is deemed very OP and it still is, which is why I kinda understand why they nerfed it into the ground where you can only get the execution weapons from airdrops, but it was really fun clearing out a lobby with one of these weapons back then. And here is where the rising conflict begins. I kinda get it now. We get a tease of 2 new pets to be introduced into the game. NetEase being NetEase, they don't really care about copyright issues or lawsuits, but here they introduce Wall-E and Eve. What? Oh, sorry. It's called Noah and Alice. Okay, sorry, my bad. These 2 robots have the abilities that they can perform on their own for their owner. Noah auto unlocks doors and auto loots for you, which I think is an okay feature so that you can safely get items without any harm. But here comes the kicker. Alice comes with an auto hunt feature. I've spoken enough times of how much I hate this pet's ability. Not the pet itself, but the ability only. It just promotes laziness and no challenge to players as this robot will pinpoint where you are and stun you for a long duration if you don't shoot it down. For a more in-depth reaction about Alice, consider watching this video of me raging about it. Moving on from this pay-to-win bullcrap, the North America Firefly Showdown Tournament was announced, where 5 teams would compete for a collected prize pool of $2,000. It was more or less treated as the devs' way of user testing the new rank mode, and I got the privilege of casting this tournament alongside one tap cap. The ending of this tournament was a bit controversial as there were suspicions of cheating from the Chinese participants who ended up winning the entire thing, but again, these are just suspicions without any concrete evidence. If you wanna rewatch this tournament, I provided the link below. Next up is the Halloween season. Let's be honest, they didn't do shit about this. Let's just move on. If you've been up to date with most of their announcements, you will notice that I'm skipping a lot of them because there has been an oversaturation of promotional content for weapon draws. I understand that the game needs money to stay alive, but gacha draws are very scammy and kinda resembles gambling, so I'm strongly against it. It's okay for them to make money, but at least do it in a way that doesn't feel unfair or promotes unfairness in form of pay-to-win features. Nearing the end of the season, they extended the season for another 2 months. This passed through the Christmas and New Year season, where coincidentally they restocked the shop with all of the cool skins that you never got to get before. Feels like a shameless cash grab as they capitalize on the holiday season. Again though, this is just me speculating how it lines up. But if these are not true, I want to see an explanation as to why the season was extended, as there was not a single reason provided from the development team. Let's wash off most of this conspiracy talk, and hey, they redesigned the shooting range. Good luck to your frames out there, but kidding aside, it looks good and it's a fresh environment, as well as they added new weapon inspections. So they added the weapon inspections for the pistol, the weakest gun in the game. Yay. The animations are cool and all, but this weapon is straight up ass. And surprisingly, that's pretty much it for Season 7, or at least those are the ones that I found worth talking about for this video. With regards to Season 8 though, there has been a couple of news of what's coming. Apart from another change to rank mode, there hasn't been anything worth talking about until the actual season starts. I know you guys would say, what about the free skins that they announced? I urge you guys to read on carefully. It says there, this applies only to players who have purchased and used spray cans of gold rarity, meaning the spray cans you have now may have a high chance of disappearing after the outbreak, but to avoid player outrage, they will compensate it into LP and Radiomon. Yeah. So that pretty much sums up where we are right now, and here are the things that I hope they fix, add, or even improve upon next season. First off, fix the voice chat. Regardless if you have a $500 microphone, it will still sound ass in the game. I don't know why it's like that. Next, create a in-game clan system. You've done it in previous games, how hard can it be? Next, the stupid keybind issue that's been present for half the season. Did someone lose the bug ticket to this? Next, the new rank mode. Let's hope it's good and not a complete buggy mess like the one we have now. Next, probably one of my more important rants is nerf Alice's auto hunt. Clearly it won't be removed, so at least nerf it into where it doesn't stun, or it could just say where enemies are. I think that's a better change to it if we're not going to remove it. Next is add skill-based matchmaking or rank-based matchmaking into normal and ranked game modes. It's not fun playing as a private and fighting generals every single time you hop in a lobby. And as always, optimize more. I know it's a redundant request and they say they do it, but clearly they're not doing a good job of it. So please, more optimization for next season. So let's hope that Season 8 is good, because honestly, it's been a struggle to stay loyal to this game, as most of my fellow creators that have made the decision to leave have been telling me to do the same. But I am still hesitant because you, my followers, my viewers, my subscribers, my good friends, are the ones who are convincing me to stay. So I'll stay as long as I can, but I have to be honest in saying that I'm not as happy as I was when I started playing and creating content for this game. And I hope this new season somehow changes my mind. If you have watched all throughout this video, comment down below, Lost Light has lost its light below. Thanks so much again for being here. I appreciate you guys. See you in Season 8. Bye guys.